Good morning, hockey fans. This is Stephen Heisler with HeisHockey.com, the Victorious Hockey Company, and the world-famous Junior Hockey Discussion Group on Facebook. You are watching the Junior Hockey Morning Show. We are live on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, WSBN.TV, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Anything else? That's it? That's it. Maybe on your car this morning, on your desktop, your iPad, your phone, however you are listening. We hope that you are having a great Monday morning, April 10, 2023. On Monday, this will probably be the last week. I think next week we'll go into a normal cycle. We'll probably preview all 2, 4, 6, 8 playoff matches next week and call that our Monday show. This will probably be the last week of separating the divisions out. Today we're talking about the North American Hockey League Central Division. The Central Division of the North American Hockey League has always been competitive, and the 2022-23 playoff race has been one for the ages. You know, we've always had a lot of competition in this division, but this is the first time I can remember where every single team, well, I guess Bismarck was running at the end last year and came up hard at the end of the season. So maybe 2 years in a row, we've had just an absolute rush to make those final playoff spots. And this year is certainly in the same race. We are going into the last weekend of the regular season, and only Austin has their playoff dance ticket secured. Everybody else is still in it. St. Cloud is in the runner-up spot today, only 3 points in front of Aberdeen, North Iowa, and Minot, who are all at 62 points and tied for number 3 through number 5 spot. Not to be excluded, Bismarck is only 2 points behind that trio. Simply said, everything is on the line this weekend. Got a weird ringing in my ears this morning, Tommy. Feels like I'm at the church and that bell's going off in my head. What's going on here? Who's ringing my bell? Number 1, Austin Bruins, 33-15, 3-7, 76 points. Steve Howard's Bruins picked up an unnecessary shootout point while getting swept at Minot. The Toros visit Riverside Arena this weekend with their entire season on the line. Will Austin play the affiliates, tenders, and youngsters to preserve bodies for the playoffs, or push the A team out onto the ice for the home fans one last time for the regular season? Clearly, Austin is in conservation mode, and I get it. Talked to Steve Howard yesterday. He wouldn't admit it. Smart coach. But he's got the benefit of being able to do that. He's not going to lose this top spot. He's going to kind of wait and let his horses relax a little bit, probably this last weekend. I don't think you'll see his first line out there very much. Maybe get a couple of shifts just to keep the blood rolling. But I don't see Austin really pushing out it all to this weekend, and that gives Minot a really good chance. Number 2, St. Cloud Norsemen, 28-21, 4-5, 65 points. As we said, 3 points in front of Minot, North Iowa, and Aberdeen. Corey Milne and the Norsemen were not impressive while getting swept at home by Aberdeen. Apparently, the Wings needed those points more than St. Cloud. Now the Norsemen have a serious problem. A failure to pull any points from this weekend series in Aberdeen could be catastrophic. St. Cloud could easily find themselves on the outside looking in if they pull that trick again in Aberdeen this weekend. Number 3, Minot Monotauros, 30-26, 1-1, 62 points. Goaltender Noah, I'm going to mess this up, kid, I'm sorry. Ruprecht, maybe I got it right. He's 2002 from Thief River Falls, Minnesota. He's 8-8-0-1 and a .905 save percentage. Kid has been a brick wall in 6 of the 7 last appearances. Now winners in 4 straight games, it's clear that Minot has every intention of getting their playoff dance ticket punched. This week's trip to Austin will tell us if that happens or not. Number 4, North Iowa Bulls, Todd Sandin. Bulls are 29, 25, 3-1, 62 points. Todd Sandin's Bulls are winless in the last 4 games, all against Bismarck, after earning just an overtime point while getting swept at home by the Bobcats. Can the vocal coach force a change in direction before the season finale in Bismarck this weekend? I don't know. Looks like the Bismarck boys are ready to go home. We're going to find out this weekend, won't we? Aberdeen Wings 28-24, 3-3, 62 points. It's just like Scott Langer to pull a rabbit out of his hat and get a road sweep when it's needed the most. The Wings did a little number on the Norsemen in St. Cloud, and we'll have to do that again in the season finale at home against the same team. Get the popcorn ready. Look it. I don't really think the Wings are going to be able to beat the Norsemen 4 games in a row, but that's pretty much what has to happen to ensure Aberdeen makes the playoffs. It's going to be a crazy weekend in the Central Division. Then we have the Bismarck Bobcats. 27-25, 4-2, 60 points. No team in the division has more wins in the last 10 games than Bismarck with 6 wins. It's clear they have solved the puzzle that is the North Iowa Bulls with 4 straight wins over those division rivals. The road sweep in Mason City was epic. 4 games in a row is epic. But all that hard work goes to waste if the Bobcats can't extend that hot streak when the Bulls visit this weekend. It doesn't get any crazier than the Central Division. Really, this weekend, every single game has tremendous importance. When has that ever happened again? When does that ever happen when we are going into the last game of the season, last weekend of the season, and this is where we are? It's amazing. Love it. Love the Central Division. We talked earlier in the year about the Midwest being close to being competitive. You'd be knocking on the door of the Central Divisions, but that has not happened. The Central group has certainly pulled away from the pack again and turned in an epic season at the end where it counted the most. Who's going to advance out of this group? It literally can be anybody. Whoever finishes in that top 4, the hot goalie can make a run and take the series. Take the opening round, take the championship final. I remember a couple years back when Minot was the 4 seed, I believe, or 3rd or 4 seed, ended up going to the finals. That was with Marty Murray and Jake Rosenbaum on the roster. That was a good hockey team. That can happen again. Lane Sadevi and the Bobcats are red hot. They could end up representing the Central Division. Whoever it is will have to be considered the favorite considering all the competition they have to face on a regular basis within the division. Epic. You want to have your kid develop and be a really good hockey player down the line? College coaches like players from this division because there are no easy nights. There are no Danbury hat tricks. There are no Corpus Christi ice rays. That's a big deal. All right, folks. That's it for today. I hope that you get your morning coffee. Tommy didn't make mine this morning. What's up with that, kid? How come I don't get any coffee this morning? What happened? I'm tired. Well, you know what? Coffee is a good way to wake us up. All right, until tomorrow, enjoy your morning coffee.